Hello, friend. I'm Ric Beattie. I'm the senior minister here at Unity of Royal Oak in Royal Oak, Michigan. It's such an honor always for me to share a few ideas with you that are running around in my head and to lead a meditation, a time of mindfulness, maybe a prayer. And I've got some things on my mind today I want to share, but I'm going to begin. First of all, our website is unityofroyaloak.org. You can find our full schedule of events and activities there. Some we do in person only, not very many. Some only on Zoom, a few, and then much of it hybrid, meaning we stream it as we celebrate, like Sunday mornings, we stream live, and then those talks, the whole service stays up as an archive, so you can get it later. And if you're new to Unity or to Unity of Royal Oak, I'd love to hear from you. Ric, R-I-C, at unityofroyaloak.org. Also on our website, if you feel moved to, you can make a contribution to support this work and the rest of the work we do, and we do appreciate that. All right, so today is Wednesday, April the 26th of 2023, and I want to share with you Daily Word, which is published by Unity, and I do so with permission of them. The key word is healing. Healing. And the affirmation is, I am whole in mind, body, and soul. I trust my body, mind, and soul to carry me through life. In prayer, I claim health for each one and unity among them all. I open my mind and heart to the possibility that my healing may take a different form than someone else's. And I make room for new and higher outcomes than I ever saw before. I am a whole and complete expression of God. I exercise my individuality, fully embracing my unique spirit and knowing I am exactly who I came here to be. I eat right, stretch my mind and body, and relax. I also thoroughly explore every avenue to fulfill self-expression. I am healed, restored to full awareness of wholeness. I remain committed to healthful living as I express my divine nature. And the Bible verse for today is from the Hebrew Bible book Jeremiah, chapter 33, verse 6. I am going to bring recovery and healing. I will heal them and reveal to them abundance of prosperity and security. Amen. So I want to talk for a bit about something that has been near and dear to my heart for a while. And it ties into this as things often, I call those the divine rendezvous, that the ways that Spirit orchestrates the pulling together of the activity of life and the daily word, as one example. I normally read daily word in the morning, but this morning I didn't. I was getting ready to come into the church here because I had some things to do, and I needed to officiate a memorial service this afternoon, which I did. And it's a woman. I officiated she and her partner's marriage here in late 2015. Amazing women. These two amazing people. And the deceased was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer in 2019, the end of the year. And she leaned in, she did the heavy lifting, she had a lumpectomy, she had chemo and radiation to make sure that things were good, and she dutifully did all the tests that were ordered by her doctor. And things were great. Up last year, in 2022, in June. Her numbers were good at a regular test. All of the, they drew blood and all of the markers were good. but she wasn't feeling well. And later on that year, last year, later on in the year, it was discovered that she had stage 4 breast cancer, and it was everywhere in her body. And so she knew she wasn't feeling well. Sometimes we know something, but it was raging by this point in her brain, bone cancer all over the place. So how does this tie to healing? Well, before I get to that, I want to encourage you, if you've had cancer of any kind, make sure you're doing everything you can do. Perhaps if she had had a PET scan or a CT scan, may have been caught sooner, who knows? Not blaming anybody, but education is an important part of our living together. And lately, cancer is popping up all over the place around me. So I know a number of women, and I know one man, 2 men, who've dealt with breast cancer. We have a member of our board right now is dealing with uterine cancer. I've just a lot of people around. We just did a funeral for a young man at 22 years old who passed from a radically aggressive and rare cancer, rhabdomyoblastoma. I'd never heard of it, soft tissue cancer. Why is there so much cancer, Pastor? Well, I have some theories. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm a metaphysician. But I think that it has a number of factors that contribute to it. And certainly the way we care for the earth, we have lots of toxins in our environment and in the air. I think that is a piece of the issue. It's not all of it. We are, for the most part, very stressed out. You see it erupting. People don't know what to do with their feelings. We got young people shooting each other over silliness. It's not about the what happened isn't the cause of why we're in a place where we can't cope with our feelings, a lot of people. So that's part of why I meditate, to help me maintain some sense of resiliency. And I'm not the best at taking my vacations and time off, but I'm getting better. And I don't beat myself up about it. Some things I just can't always pop. How do I connect healing to this wonderful woman who passed? I knew her, beautiful people. She was amazing. And here's what I've learned about healing. First of all, healing and a cure are separate things. And typically when we're praying for healing for someone, we're also praying that a cure be found. But it doesn't always come that way. Sometimes healing, which I believe is the peace that passes understanding. It's what the master teacher, Jesus, talked about. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you, not as the world gives, give I to you. So I think that healing is always possible. Because even if an illness or a disease or a cancer kills you, you can be at peace on the journey, and this individual, for the most part, was. Cure sometimes happens, sometimes doesn't. I don't know why. I don't have a clue. But I believe that healing is always possible. And part of that healing is to learn how to care for ourselves better, to love ourselves. We talk a good line in Unity about that we are all divine beings. And the question is, are you treating yourself that way? Are you living that way? Our fifth principle says it's not enough to know the truth. I'm a divine being. It's not enough to know the truth. You have to live the truth, you know. What does that mean? And I invite you to potentially consider that during this time of meditation that we're about to launch, or whenever. Just an idea. If it doesn't work for you, throw it out. Okay, I'm going to start some music. Today I'm using The Heart of Oneness by Gregory Barrette, a friend and former colleague. And he allows me to use this. It's called The Heart of Oneness, Music for Meditation. And Greg's a real teacher of meditation. And in its simplest sense, to meditate is to turn away from the noise of the outer, to turn away from whatever the issues are. And so we're going to begin that process by scanning our body. Just scan your feet. Scan your body. Start with the soles of your feet. Your toes, your ankles, your feet themselves, the heels, up the leg, the lower leg, the calves and your shins, your knees, your thighs. If you notice any tension, any stress anywhere, just as you notice it, invite it to drain away. And allow yourself to unwind. Continue your scan up your body. Stop in your heart. Make sure you bless your heart. And I don't mean bless your heart. I mean bless your heart. It's a great love center of the body. All the way up to the crown chakra, all the way up your face, your back of your neck, your head, your scalp, shoulders, all of it, all of it, all of it, relaxing everything. Allowing yourself to reconnect with yourself, to reconnect with the body. So often in the course of the day, we're not even aware of our body. Now notice your breathing. Just notice it. Everyone has their own pattern, their own rhythm. And I'm not inviting you to change that at all. Just notice it. Because noticing the breath, giving the mind something to do and giving the mind the job of noticing the breath keeps it busy. It wants to be busy. Busy, busy, busy. Otherwise it'll make stuff up. If you figured that out, have you? If you don't give your mind something to do, it'll find something to do. So allow yourself with every breath to become a little more relaxed, a little more aware of the inner world. Become aware that you are the observer of you. You are that which is aware that you have thoughts and twitches and can smile, all those things. You are that which is aware when you take a step back from who you are, who you think you are. You are a divine being. Now, before you get all big-headed, know that that is true of everybody, including the people that you don't like, who don't agree with you, who hold their judgment about you. Let it go. It doesn't serve you. And now take a deep breath with me. Sigh it out. Another deep breath in. Sigh it out. One more deep breath in. And sigh it out. Allow your breathing to return to its normal rhythm and cadence. And let the breath be your anchor, the place that you come back to. If your mind wanders off, and it will, or if you hear a noise, either from my environment or from yours, that distracts you, allow yourself to come back to the breath and anchor yourself. Find your anchor, your center. And then follow the next breath inward. So let's spend a few moments together in this in the presence of the living one deep in you, deep within you. You can meditate with your eyes wide open or closed. Doesn't matter. With each breath, more and more relaxed, more and more able to connect with the life that lives me. More and more able to feel the presence of God. Again, any noise that you hear is just a reminder to turn within. You do that by bringing your sense, your awareness back to your breath, which is your anchor, and following the next breath inward. And while we remain in this kind of semi-lucid state of dreamland, I invite you to call to mind for yourself or anyone else you know. That needs a healing, just call them to your mind. An image of them, you've got it. Comes right away, doesn't it? Perhaps it's you, it's something minor, something major, I don't know. I believe that peace is possible for you, or for whomever, even in the middle of the storm. Peace is always possible. Just hold that image in your mind of that person or place or thing, experience. Perhaps it's our nation. Perhaps it's our political drama. Just hold an image in your mind of that which you would have healed, and let's join together in prayer. Almighty, eternal presence, we know you by so many names and no name at all. Source energy, universal love, Jesus, Buddha, Mary, Kuan Yin, doesn't matter the name. We come united in this field of energy created during this time of reflection. We are aware of each other. Although we may be distant, we are connected. And it's from this awareness of our oneness that we call upon the healing power of the life energy in us to transform us. To heal the body if it can be, and to ease our transition out of it if there is no other way. We bless the world, we bless one another. And it is our intention to be a blessing right here and right now. To offer practices and principles that can transform if we use them. So God, we trust and know that all that we have entrusted to you is now unfolding in the perfect way. So be it. So it is. Friends, whatever you're doing in the moment, know that the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. All is well. Namaste.